So from lithium to sodium and from sodium to potassium, so the one more orbit is increased. It is being increased. So from lithium to sodium, one orbit is increased, and from sodium to potassium, one more orbit is increased. Like this, as number of shells are increasing from one element to another element down the group, what happens? The size of the atom increases. So that means they are always along a group from down the group. See, down the group, always there is increase in atomic size. So this is most important. So there should be always increase in atomic size down the group. Okay, from top to bottom the atomic size should increase. So in the same way, here also from zirconium to hafnium, because hafnium is placed below zirconium. See here in our periodic table, so titanium, zirconium, hafnium, rutherfordium. So below zirconium, hafnium is placed. That means there should be increase in size from zirconium to hafnium. Okay, there should be increase in size from zirconium to hafnium. But here already hafnium has felt very less atomic size because of the contraction, because of lanthanide contraction. Because as the atomic size is decreased drastically from cerium to lutetium, so this contraction or else this decrease in size is said to be lanthanide contraction. So this effect is felt by hafnium. So the result of this one, the drastic decrease in atomic size, it is felt in hafnium. So as a result of this one, the hafnium will have very less atomic size. So from when compared to lanthanum, hafnium will have very less atomic size. And now when hafnium is compared to zirconium, so the size of zirconium and hafnium will become almost equal. Though there is increasing one shell from zirconium to hafnium, there is one more increase in shell. But here that means when one more shell is increased, atomic size should increase. But due to lanthanide contraction, there is a decrease in atomic size. So the increase in atomic size and decrease in atomic size, so what happens? They compensate or else they balance with each other, and finally what happens? The atomic size of zirconium will be equal to atomic size of hafnium. Okay, in the same way here also zirconium to hafnium atomic size will be same. Niobium to tantalum also the size same. So in this way, so this is called as 4D series. This is 3D series of elements, this is 4D series of elements, and this is 5D series of elements, and this is 6D series of elements. See, when we compare the size of the elements, so the 4D elements will have similar size with 5D elements, 5D series of elements. So sometimes in exam they will be asked, they may ask some question like this. So the size of 4D and 5D elements is same due to what? Due to lanthanide contraction. Okay, the size of 4D and 5D elements is same due to lanthanide contraction. Okay, but in general, the 5D element should possess more size when compared to 4D elements. But due to lanthanide contraction, the size of 4D and 5D elements are same. Okay, so like this we will learn about lanthanides and the contraction of lanthanides. In the same way, even in actinides also, actinides it starts from thorium to lawrencium. So between thorium and lawrencium there are 12 elements. So its atomic number is 90 and its atomic number is 103. So starting from 90 to 103, so these all elements, 14 elements, they are called as actinides. So where these actinides are present exactly? See, if you see the location of actinides, so these are the actinides. These are the lanthanides, and below lanthanides there are actinides. So actually these actinides should be present. So somewhere here between actinium and rutherfordium. Between actinium and rutherfordium, that means in 7th period. So this is 7th period. So between actinium and rutherfordium, these elements should be present, but due to lack of space and their some special properties, they were placed at the bottom of the periodic table. Here also from thorium to lawrencium, the newly entered electron will enter into n-2 f subshell. So therefore the size of the atoms decreases drastically. Okay, so here the contraction is said to be actinide contraction. So in lanthanides the contraction is said to be lanthanide contraction. Here the size decrease from thorium to lawrencium, and the decrease in size, okay, it is said to be, so atomic size what happens, decreases drastically here also. Okay, so what is the reason? Again here also the reason is the same reason. So poor screening. So here also same reason. Poor screening effect shown by F electrons. And here the contraction, it is said to be actinide contraction. Okay, so here due to actinide contraction what happens? Due to actinide contraction, the 5D elements and 6D elements, 5D elements and 6D elements have nearly same atomic size. Due to actinide contraction, 5D elements, okay, 5D elements, that means 5D series of elements and 6D series of elements. There are 10 elements in 5D series and there are 10 elements in 6D series, and even in 4D series or in 3D series, so there are 10 elements in each D series. Okay, so like this actinide contraction, due to actinide contraction, what happens? The size of 5D and 6D elements are same. So this is what we need to learn about contraction. About atomic sizes. Okay. Right. Now let us learn about ionic size, ionic radius. So this is all about atomic radius. So if there are any points left over, we will discuss later. Okay. Now we will learn about the ionic radius. This is all about atomic radius. So what happens to atomic radius? Atomic radius in a period, atomic radius always decreases. In normal elements, atomic radius decreases fastly, but in transitional elements, there is a slow decrease in atomic size. And the atomic size along a group, it always increases. What is the reason for the increase in atomic size along a group? Along a group from top to bottom, why the atomic size increases? So the reason is due to increase in the number of orbits. Whenever the number of orbits increases, okay, what happens? The size of the atom increases. So already we have seen lithium, sodium, potassium. So what is happening to the size of the atom? So here in lithium is having only 2 orbits, whereas in sodium, so there are 3 orbits: first orbit, second orbit, and third orbit. Whereas in potassium, this is the nucleus: first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, and fourth orbit. So what is happening to size? So from lithium to sodium and from sodium to potassium, so the size has been increasing. What is the reason for the increase in atomic size down the group? Because of additional increase of orbits. So from here to here one more orbit is introduced, and from here to here one more orbit is introduced. So as we move down from potassium to rubidium, also one more orbit is increased. So always remember that down the group the number of orbits increases from one element to its next higher element. One more orbit is increased. So that is why. So as we move down the group, the atomic size increases. So this is about atomic size. Now we learn about ionic size or else ionic radius. Ionic radius or else ionic size. Ionic radius or ionic size. What is ionic size? What is ion? What is ion? Ion is a charged atom. Ion is said to be charged atom. So there are two types of ions. There are two types of ion. One is positive ion. One is called as positive ion, and another one is negative ion. One is positive ion, and another one is negative ion. Positive ion is also called as cation, whereas negative ion is also called as anion. Okay. Right. So how positive ion is formed? Whenever an atom, when an atom loses electrons, loses one or more electrons. So one or more electrons. So a cation is formed. So cation is formed when an atom loses one or more electrons. For example, if you take sodium atom, when it loses one electron, it forms sodium ion, Na plus ion. Magnesium will lose two electrons to form Mg plus 2 ion. Aluminium will lose 3 electrons, minus 3. So this is minus. So it becomes aluminium plus 3 ion. So like this. So these are all said to be positive ions or cations. Okay, right. So then what is negative ion? Negative ion, how negative ion is formed? Negative ion is formed when an atom gets or else gains one or more electrons. When an atom gains one or more electron, then it is said to be forms a negative ion. Okay. So for example, take chlorine. Chlorine atom, if after gaining one electron, it becomes Cl minus. Okay. Oxygen, after gaining 2 electrons, it becomes O minus 2. Okay. Nitrogen, after gaining 3 electrons, it becomes N minus 3. So like this. So these are said to be anions or else negative ions. So cation and anion. So in this way, ions are formed. So then what is ion size? Size of the ion. See, if an ion is there, for example, this is the nucleus of the ion, and from nucleus to last orbit, from the nucleus to the last orbit, from the center of the nucleus to last orbit of the ion. So this is the ion. So the distance between the center of the nucleus to the last orbit of the ion is said to be ionic radius. What is ionic radius? The distance from the center of the nucleus. Suppose this is the ion. So this is the nucleus of the ion. So these are all orbits where the electrons are present. So the electrons are present in these orbits. Suppose this is the last orbit. So, and the distance from the center of the nucleus to the last orbit, so that distance is said to be ionic radius. Ionic radius is nothing but the distance from the center of the nucleus to the last orbit of that ion is said to be ionic radius. Okay. Now we have to learn one more point. See, look here. So this is an atom, and this is the ion formed from that atom, and this is a cation formed from the atom. So now compare the size of sodium with Na plus. Now compare the size of sodium. This is normal atom, or else a neutral atom, and Na plus. This is a charged atom. This is a positive charged atom. So which species will have more size? Either Na sodium neutral atom or else charged sodium ion. positive ion, Na plus ion. So out of these two, which one is having more size? So in order to compare the size, we have to see the Z by E factor. Z by E factor. What is it? What is it? Atomic number. What is E? The number of electrons. Okay. When atomic number is more than the number of electrons, what happens? See, look here. In sodium atom, its atomic number is 11 and number of electrons is equal to how many? Also 11. But in Na plus, its atomic number is 11. Okay. And its number of electrons is only 10. Atomic number means number of protons, number of positive charges. That means 11 positive charges. And here what? 10 negative charges. So here the number of positive charges and number of negative charges are same. Now we have to see the Z by E ratio. Z by E ratio for this one is 1, but here for this one Z by E ratio is 11 by 10. How much it is? It is 1.1. So Z by E ratio of which one is more? Sodium. When compared to sodium, Z by E ratio of sodium ion is more. Okay. So whenever Z by E ratio increases, Z by E ratio increases, atomic size always decreases. Ionic size. Ionic size. Ionic size. IS. Or else ionic. Ion size decreases. Ion size decreases. Ionic size decreases. See, Z by E ratio is always inversely proportional to ionic size. Why? See, look here. The number of positive charges are 11 in sodium atom. Let us see. There are 11 positive charges. Now I am drawing sodium atom. So there are 11 positive charges in sodium atom. Okay, and here first orbit 2 electrons, second orbit 8 electrons, and third orbit 1 electron. 1 electron. So the number of positive charges and number of negative charges are equal. Okay, that means this nucleus will try to pull all the electrons towards itself. So that means it will maintain certain size. Now in sodium atom, so this is about sodium atom. But in sodium ion, what happens? In sodium ion, if you compare the sodium atom with sodium ion, in sodium ion the number of positive charges is same, but number of negative ions, number of negative charges. So here only 2 electrons and here 8 electrons. So altogether only 10 electrons. 1 electron it has lost from the last orbit. So the number of electrons are less. So the nucleus charge is more. Okay, it is more powerful. It will become more powerful. Nucleus will become more powerful and it will show more control over the electrons. Here when compared to this one, so this nucleus will become more powerful because the positive charges are more in number when compared to negative charges. So that is why this nucleus will have more control over the electrons and it will try to pull the electrons. So therefore what happens? The size decreases. But here the number of positive charges and number of negative charges are same. Okay, so that is why when compared to this one, here in the positive ion, the size will be less. That means, so now compare the Na plus with the Na. So always remember that sodium will have more size than Na plus, and magnesium will have more size than Mg plus, and this will have more size than Mg plus 2. So with increase in positive charge, what happens? The decrease in size takes place. Size will decrease further. Okay, so I am writing that point also. With increase in positive charge, on ion, the ionic size decreases. The ionic size decreases. Okay, that means a neutral atom will always have more size than its cation. A neutral atom will always have more size than its cation. Right. So this is about the comparison of neutral atom size with the size of the cation. Now let us compare the size of the neutral atom with the anion. Size of the neutral atom with the anion will compare. Suppose oxygen atom, chlorine atom. Chlorine atom will gain one electron to form chloride ion. So here its atomic number is 17 and number of electrons are 17. But here its atomic number is 17 but number of electrons will be 18 because one more electron is added to this one. So that is why one electron is increased from 17 to 18, it has increased. Okay, see Z by E ratio. Z by E ratio, it is 1, but here it is what? It is somewhat decreased, 17 by 18. So it is less than 1. It is less than 1. So as Z by E ratio decreases, what happens? Z by E ratio is always inversely proportional to ionic size. If Z by E ratio is more, ionic size will be less. If Z by E ratio is less, ionic size will be more. So out of this one and this one, so the Z by E ratio is decreased from chlorine to chloride ion. Z by E ratio is decreased. It is less than 1. So the size is less than 1. Z by E ratio. Z by E ratio is less than 1. Whereas Z by E ratio is equal to 1. So therefore it is having less Z by E ratio. Hence it will have more ionic size. That means chloride ion will have more size than chlorine neutral atom. Okay, what is the reason for this? Again, here in this case, in chlorine atom, so how many electrons, how many positive charges are there? 17 positive charges are there in the nucleus. Okay, now this chlorine atom, it is having 2 electrons here, 8 electrons here and 7 electrons in the last orbit. But in chloride ion, one more electron is added to this one. After addition of one more electron to chlorine, so chloride ion is formed. So in chloride ion, so the nucleus contains 17 protons, 17 positive charges. First orbit contains 2 electrons, second orbit contains 8 electrons, whereas the third orbit contains 8 electrons. See, look here, when compared to the control of the nucleus over the last electrons, here when compared to the nucleus will become less powerful. Okay, because the number of negative charges are more in number when compared to positive charge. So that means the nucleus will show less control over the electrons in this case when compared to this one. So what happens? So here the size of course the size it maintains its size, but here as number of negative charges are more, what happens? The size will increase. There will be increase in size than the normal atom. So when compared to the size of this chlorine atom, here the chloride ion will have more size. Okay. Right. In this way, always remember that the size of the negative ion, will always more than its normal neutral atom. Okay. Size of negative ion is always more than the size of the neutral atom. So this is the thing we need to learn about the ionic radius. Okay, right. And one more thing. Now compare the sizes. For example, X is an atom. Okay, X is an atom, and X plus is its cation and X minus is its anion. Suppose if an atom X gains one electron, it forms X minus, and if an atom loses one electron, it forms X plus. Okay, now just we will compare the sizes of this neutral atom with its cation, and the size of its that neutral atom with the anion. So when the sizes of these three are compared, remember that always the size of negative ion will be greater than the size of its neutral atom, will be greater than the size of the cation. So this is negative ion, this is neutral atom, this is neutral atom, and this is positive ion. It is also called as cation, and this is called as anion. So always anion size. So ionic size, I am writing ionic size. If you write, so it will be in this order. Anion is greater than neutral atom, and it is greater than cation. So like this, the ion size, it varies. Okay, and one more thing we need to learn. Suppose among cations of among the cations, as the positive charge increases, the ionic radius decreases. For example, so I am rubbing it. So among cations, as the positive charge increases, the ionic size decreases. Already we have seen this one. So I mean, for example, take someone will ask you the size of which one is more, Fe plus 2 or Fe plus 3. So which one is more? Which one is large size ion? Simply we have to compare, because here both are iron atoms only, but here the magnitude of positive charge is more in this case. Among cations of same atom, okay, among cations of same atom, as the positive charge increases, the ionic size decreases. So that means here the positive charge is more, therefore its size will be more. Positive charge is more and the size will be less. That means this will be having more size. That means the size decreases. In the same way, Sn plus 2 will have more size than Sn plus 4. Pb plus 2 will have more size than Pb plus 4, etc. Okay. So what happens to the ionic size down the group? Down the group and along a period we will learn. Along a period and down the group. We will learn along a period first. So if we will see down the group, okay, for example, group wise, ionic size, and along a group, ionic size, what happens? Ionic size increases. Even atomic size also increases along a group. So what is the reason for this one? So due to increase in reason is due to increase in number of shells or number of orbits. So as we move from one ion to another ion and down the group, for example, lithium ion, sodium ion, potassium ion, rubidium ion, cesium ion, francium ion. What happens? Down the group the size increases. So ionic size increases, The reason is increase in number of shells. So from here to here, one shell is increased, and so on. So as we move down the group, and its size increases. Right. So and one more thing. So among all ions, H plus ion is the smallest ion. It is the smallest ion. Okay. And I minus ion is the largest ion. I minus ion is the largest ion. So which ion is the smallest ion? H plus ion is the smallest ion out of all positive ions. H plus ion is the smallest ion, and out of all negative ions, I minus ion is the largest ion, because always negative ions will be more in size when compared to positive ions in general. And smallest atom is what? Helium. Smallest atom is helium, and the largest atom is francium. Smallest atom. Smallest atom. What is smallest atom? Helium. Largest atom. Largest atom should be francium, but francium. So it is radioactive. So it is unstable. So generally we will consider as the largest atom as cesium atom, because francium should be largest atom, as francium is unstable atom, as it is radioactive. So it won't be that atom won't exist for longer time. So because as it is unstable. So what happens? So generally we consider cesium atom as the largest atom instead of francium. Okay. Now let us learn about another concept known as isoelectron species. Isoelectron species. Isoelectron species. Isoelectron. What is species? Species means either atoms or ions. Atoms or ions. So then, what are isoelectron species? Here, atoms or ions which have same number of electrons. Same number of electrons. Atoms or ions which have same number of electrons are said to be isoelectron species. For example, take neon. Neon is an atom. So it contains how many electrons? It contains 10 electrons. Take sodium ion, Na plus. Again, it also contains 10 electrons. So these two are isoelectronic species. So sodium is the isoelectronic species to neon. In the same way, even magnesium plus 2, Mg plus 2 also have same number of electrons, 10 electrons. Even aluminum plus 3, Al plus 3 also will have same number of electrons, 10 electrons. Even silicon plus 4 also will have same number of 10 electrons, like this. So even F minus ion will have 10 electrons. O minus 2 ion will have 10 electrons. N minus 3 ion will have 10 electrons. So C minus 4 ions will have 10 electrons. See, all these species either neutral atom or else cations or else negative ions, whatever it may be. So all the species which have same number of electrons, they are said to be isoelectron species. So these are all isoelectron species to one another. So Si plus 4 is isoelectronic species to C minus 4. In the same way, N minus 3 is isoelectronic with Na plus, or else N minus 3 is isoelectronic with O minus 2. So all these are isoelectronic with each other. Such species, such atoms or ions which have same number of electrons are known as isoelectronic species. See, uh, in isoelectronic species, as the atomic number increases, the ionic size, or else simply size decreases. So in isoelectron species, as the atomic size increases, as the atomic size increases, the size of the species decreases. So that means, the size of this one is more than this one, because its atomic number is more than this one, hence its size decreases. So again here also size decreases. That means this is more size, this have more size than this one, and this will have more size than this one, and like this. So these species are arranged in decreasing order from carbon, decreasing order of size from C minus 4 to Si plus 4. So in this way, the size decreases. What is the reason for this? Because the effective nuclear charge. So what happens? Effective nuclear charge will increase. So effective nuclear charge increases with the increase in atomic number in isoelectronic species. So with increase in atomic number, effective nuclear charge increases. Whenever effective nuclear charge increases, effective nuclear charge increases means size decreases. Effective nuclear charge increases means size decreases. Here atomic size. Writing once again. In isoelectron species, as atomic number increases, effective nuclear charge, what happens to the effective nuclear charge? So it increases. When effective nuclear charge increases, then size decreases. So this is the thing. So in isoelectronic species, as atomic number increases, as atomic size increases, as atomic number increases, the effective nuclear charge will increase, therefore atomic size decreases. So like this. So in this way, so we have learnt about the atomic size and ionic size. So now tomorrow we will learn about the other concept known as ionization energy. We will learn about ionization energy in the next next session. Right now.